Hello and welcome back to Factorio. So this here, for some reason, this one works decently. Here it just doesn't, and it's the same here. These belts are getting genuinely full. And it's the same. I copy pasted this. I just copy pasted it. I genuinely don't understand. However, regardless of that, we're gonna do this because we do have the filters on these now. So I'm hoping that this will be fine, like it is. Because these should never pick up spoilage. So in theory, they should never get stuck. That's a big fat, in theory, they should never get stuck. No? And if they get stuck, like if they are unable to put this on a belt, well, then this is gonna expire and spawn some biters, and that's gonna be that, right? And I'm really hoping that this is gonna solve this issue. We're still gonna have some unstacked because we can't stack with a long inserter, which is fine. I just don't want this belt to be full. That's it. Obviously, this is taking some time. We are not exactly done with these either. We're now doing 3.5-ish per minute. It's up a little bit, but I really probably would like this to get going. See, this here confuses me too. Because this should be 58. That's 58. This is 58. These are not even done yet. These are not even done yet. I'm sure this is gonna balance, right? But I don't get it. This seems to be working fine. For the most part, this seems to be working quite fine, right? Same with this one. Probably got a shock now that we started stacking some of these again. Our egg production did go up. to almost 13k per minute from 9k. Yeah, so that's interesting. Okay. We need to look at Gleba. Unfortunately, we are really struggling with this. Okay. And I want to do what we did here, yeah? Because that makes a lot more sense. I think it's this direction, yeah? So that really does solve the problem. Let's do this. Okay. It's unfortunate, but I'll do it that way. Go out here. And then go get the seeds as well. And then we'll get the fruits. Seeds. And fruits. How much soil do we have here? I'm guessing Lacking nutrients? Oh. Don't we have nutrients in the system at all? I find that... Really? Really, we don't have nutrients. Huh. What? Oh yeah, I solved this. By doing this, yeah. So we made a mistake here. Ah, that's pretty stupid. I'll be honest. That's been there for a long time. That has been there for a very, very long time. And we're gonna just have some nutrients in here. Which is gonna be fine, but yeah. They do spoil kinda quickly. But we're gonna need this if we're making more of this, yeah. Like, wasting the eggs. Not a great idea. So why I can't see? Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't really want to do too much of that. Okay. Do 2 more steps so we cover the whole thing. Yeah? Cool. So eventually, that's gonna do its thing. How many prod modules are we requesting here? We're only getting 50. Maybe we should be getting a couple more. How many do we have on novice? It should be easy to craft these, yeah? They are probably in here, yeah? a lot of those, and then the 3s. We have 1k. That seems to have balanced out. This is still, I wouldn't say struggling, and this one seems to have balanced out as well. Okay, 4 per minute are not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's go back to Gleba and see here. Pretty sure. We want a couple more of these, yeah. I can't really imagine how much of these we'll need to farm 100k SPM. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. So how are we doing on science on novice? We're doing quite well. We do need to do some prep if we are going to get higher SPM here. I'm gonna have to start clearing on this side as well. Let's upgrade these, because why not? Did put up radars everywhere, which is good. I think base expansion is now going to be mainly on the right. Maybe we'll do some here to be able to farm more biters, but that's gonna be about it. Okay, you're delivering a decent amount. And we do have pretty good range here. So the problem with this is we're mainly gonna need way more circuits, right? I don't know how much blue this takes. Oh, it only takes, yeah, it's not that much. This doesn't make 2 full belts though. It's unfortunate, but I think it eats 1600. With 8 belts coming in, that's 2k. We might need to up this a bit, but this should be enough to do another set of these, but we're gonna need more green and red circuits. Problem with this is that this is already 4 full belts, so I can't really this is already really hungry. Could look at the design where we use legendary electromagnetic plants. Could do that with this as well. We'd be able to get at least twice the amount of these out here. So we could do 16 belts out probably here. Which would be really cool, but and for the same thing, but we'd need twice the input as well, so we'd need what, 6 iron belts in? Well, it would be 1 per side. And then a bit more copper. How much copper are we using? A little bit more than 2 belts. It's a little bit more than 2 belts. We are raining down on these poor biters. Well, at least the artillery is really, really effective. No doubt about that. Unfortunately, these are not gonna die, because they don't have anywhere to go. We'll have to bring the Spidertron over here to make sure that we can deal with this. Let's do 1 first, and then we'll put the Spidertron. That's a lot of biters though. But Spidertron should be able to make that, no problem. I would like to build the legendary Spidertron just for... I'm not sure if it's an achievement. No, we can eat the legendary fish. But unfortunately we're already modded, so... But I would still like to build a legendary Spidertron. So we'd need to farm for a legendary fish, which... fish breeding, we can do this. We can do this here, really. Could make a little bit of nutrients. Then build a thing that does this. Yeah, this is also spoilable. That's the reason why I haven't done that yet. I would like to do it just to have it done. And to have a Spidertron with 15 times 11 inventory size. That would be fun. It would be even more insanely strong than this one. You could even do... Did I even do that for myself? No, I didn't. I would like to upgrade this as well. To legendary materials. But, I mean... This is not exactly cheap. Gambling for legendary fusion power cells? Man, I don't know about that. That's gonna be spicy. That is gonna be spicy. But I'd like to get that done as well. Because then we could... Not that it matters at all anymore. But just wanna do it to have it done. And it's the same with the personal laser defense. This one. This one we can already do. This one is easy. And the range is crazy. 22 range. Wait, does the Spidertron... How do I... Can I upgrade this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm curious to know if this range is improved automatically with a legendary. Because I would assume it is. That would be crazy as well. Because that's the downside of this one, right? The range 36 feels a little bit low sometimes, you know? So we are really cleaning these out. And doubling this science would be insanely good. How much can we consume with this? That's the question. Right now, we can take 23k in here. You know, I'm wondering. I'm really wondering. Yeah. I think most definitely we want to do this with bots instead. I know this looks really nice with the belts, but there's going to be some issues with this, right? So I would probably just end up belting it to an area, have a small separate bot network in there just for these, and they would go absolutely crazy in there. And we can add a couple more roboports and stuff in here to help with charging. I think we can do maybe 30 to 50k SPM without doing that. But after that, I think we're getting to a point where it's going to be really difficult. So what we could do here, instead of this bullshit merging and splitting, when we do next level, we're just merging two belts. Right? Because half of this is gonna be 120 per second, which is going to be the constraint. Of 7.2k. So that's why we did it this way. So we can actually not do that. Yeah, okay. So these half belts, they only work when we're doing the other signs. Yeah. That's my problem with this kind of design as well, because it is a little bit useless. We want to clear these biters out. What are we doing on robots? Yeah. This should be queued up fairly quickly. If it's doing something else or... Well, they're coming. I need to pay attention here because there's enough biters here to kill the Spidertron pretty easily. This poor guy. Gonna be red because he's an angry boy now. Oh, so you guys had to pause to charge. That's fine. And then you have to pause here because there's no landfill here. Well, we're getting closer. And with these, that should be solving itself. Okay, that's gonna take some more time, I guess. And this scanning thing also. I remember watching a video a long time ago that the distance of, or the range that you get on artillery is at one point counterproductive because it takes too long to scan all the chunks, so it's going to stall instead. I think we're getting close to that point now. This is not really finding the targets. It will eventually, but it's not going to be quick. It is not going to be quick. And then when it finds it, it's like, okay, I'm gonna scan a bunch of them kinda quickly, and then it takes a while again. The same kind of problem that construction bots have. But all of these things are very important for us to get more science rolling. I don't know how many labs we have. Not many. And it's legendary biter eggs. That's the problem. We probably... No, we definitely... we want to make a couple more of those here. So we can farm for eggs. Problem with these setups are it's very difficult to move it later. Oh no. Yeah, this is dead. Okay, no, it's strong enough to survive, but holy crap, that was close. Yeah, see what I mean? This amount of biter is definitely enough to kill this. If I had more grid size, I'd have lasers for close by protection, but yeah, I don't know how much that actually helps though. Mostly the splash damage from its own stuff kills it. I don't think the biters really get there to do anything. Perfect. We're gonna go out that distance for now. And then I think we're also doing... We're doing this. I need to build more of these. This seems to be working fine now. Genuinely. They seem all to be in decent balance. All we need is more legendary biter eggs. That's it. That's it. Anyway, I think this is gonna be it for this episode. Kind of short, doing some random stuff. But we have prepared now, and we are going to get underway with doubling the science that we have. Probably building another set of these here. I know we're not going to be able to use them fully as it is right now. But, yeah. And then I'm going to think about how we would approach a bot-based layout. What I'm thinking is we would probably take away a couple of roboports here and isolate one of these grids. And then I don't know why that's being like that, but okay. We had something there previously. But yeah, so we'd isolate them. We can't have this travel time, and having this big network is very counterproductive, right? So, but I have some ideas. We'll see how and what we implement. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a nice day.